Greetings to all. Welcome to your next virtual class. So, today in this virtual class, we will be knowing in depth about the future tense. Yes, the future that will certainly going to be happen in the upcoming time. So let us move further and know more about the future tense and its different forms. So now let us move to the first segment of the future, that is simple future or future indefinite tense. So as the name suggests, simple future or future indefinite tense. Simple or indefinite tense is used when an action is going or will be going or was going to take place but a definite time is not given. Similarly, for the simple future, the first usage is any action that will happen in the future. For example, she will go to school tomorrow. So you know that this action will certainly take place in the future. So she will go to school tomorrow, or we can say I will eat dinner at night. So both of these examples indicate the simple future tense. Next is the prediction. If we are assuming something about the future, we are not sure but we are assuming something about the future, then also we use a simple future tense. For example, it will rain in the morning. So you are assuming, you are predicting something about the future. You are making assumptions. So again we will be using the simple future tense, that is it will rain in the morning. The rule is subject plus will or shall plus first form of the verb plus object. Children, will is used with the second or third person and shall is used with the first person. Okay? Like I, we is the first person. You, your is the second person. He, she, they refer to the third person. So the negative of this particular rule is subject plus will shall plus not plus V1 plus object, and the interrogative form is that the helping verb comes before the subject. So auxiliary verb here is will shall. So will or shall plus subject plus first form of the verb plus object. The keywords are tomorrow, next week, next month, or following day, following month. The negative example can be she will not go to school tomorrow. And the interrogative will be will she go to school tomorrow? Okay? So this is all about the simple future. Now let us move to the visuals to get a better understanding of the text. As you can see that it is a night scene, but oh, what is this in the circle? It is an assumption. What the person is predicting about. So here you can see a boy. He's very happy. Why he is happy? Because he is predicting it will rain in the morning. So it is a prediction that he is making. Next is the future continuous or the progressive tense. So continuous and progressive tense refer to the continuation or the action in progression. So now let us understand the usage. First, any action that will be going on at a particular time in the future. Any action that will be going on. So here in the simple future, as you can see, the simple future, an action will take place in the future. But here in the future continuous, it will be going on, it will be taking place at a particular time in the future. So in the future, a particular time or a particular period of time will be told to you. For example, she will be going to school in the morning tomorrow. So the sentence is telling us that she will go to school tomorrow. But when a particular period of time, that is a morning, is given, so we will be using the future continuous tense. For example, she will be going to school in the morning tomorrow, or at this time tomorrow I will be studying mathematics. So what you will be doing at this time tomorrow? You will be studying mathematics. Next, when one action will take place and another action will be going on in the future. So one action will be going on followed by another action which will take place at that time in the future. For example, she will be waiting for you when you arrive. So when you will be waiting, she will arrive at that particular time. So two actions will be colliding together in the future. That is again future continuous. So she will be waiting for you when you arrive. The rule is subject plus will or shall be plus V1 plus ing plus object. This is the affirmative rule. The negative rule is subject plus will shall plus not be plus V1 plus ing plus object. Like she will not be going to school in the morning tomorrow. The interrogative is will or shall plus subject plus be plus V1 plus ing plus object. Will she be going to school in the morning tomorrow? The keywords, the time frequencies that can be used are at this time, indicating a particular time, tomorrow, next week, next month. So students, here the keywords can be maximum because any particular time that is mentioned to you in the future indicates a future continuous tense. Now let us move to the visuals. She will be waiting for you when you arrive. So as you can see, two actions will be taking place at the same time in the future. So this is future continuous tense. She will be waiting for you when you arrive. The next tense is the future perfect tense. As you know, perfect means accomplished or completed. So any action that will have ended or accomplished means completed in the future will be the future perfect tense. So any action that will have ended or accomplished in the future that will have ended or will have completed in the future will be the future perfect tense. She will have read the novel by evening. So evening time will be considered as a future time. So she will have read the novel. That means her action of completing the novel, reading the novel will have completed and it indicates the future perfect tense. She will have read the novel by evening or by tomorrow. I shall have completed my maths assignment. So by tomorrow, I shall have completed the maths assignment. So this indicates the future perfect tense. The rule is subject plus will or shall plus have plus third form of the verb plus object. This is the affirmative rule. The negative rule is subject plus will or shall plus not have plus third form of the verb plus object. She will not have read the novel by evening. Or the interrogative rule is will or shall followed by subject plus have plus third form of the verb plus object. Will she have read the novel by evening? The keywords are when, by the time, and already. So these time frequencies indicate the future perfect or the accomplished tense as we call it. Now let us see the visuals. She will have read the novel by evening. So she will have read the novel by evening. As you can see the two scenes where the girl is reading the novel. She's having the book in her hand. But towards the right side you can also see the girl not holding the book. So that means she has already completed reading the novel. So she will have read the novel by evening. So this indicates the completion of reading the novel by the evening. That is the future time. Future perfect continuous or future perfect progressive tense. As the name indicates, perfect continuous or perfect progressive. That means any action that will be going on for a long period of time or is going on or was going on. Now let us see the usage. Any action that will be going on for a long period of time in the future. That means any action that will be progressing for a long period of time in the future. It started from the past, it is going on in the present and will be going on in the future, which indicates a long duration of time. For example, by 2022, she will have been studying in the school for 10 years. So 2022 indicates a long duration of time, right? The future time. Then for 10 years indicates a long duration of time. So this action will have been going on for a long period of time. I'll give you one more example. By next June, my uncle will have been living in Canada for 20 years. So by next June indicates the future time. My uncle will have been living in Canada for 20 years. So 20 years is again a long time, which indicates the future perfect continuous tense. The rule is subject plus will or shall plus have been plus V1 plus ing plus object. This is the affirmative rule. The negative rule is subject plus will or shall plus not have been plus V1 plus ing plus object. Like by 2022, she will not have been studying in the school for 10 years. The interrogative is will or shall before the subject, then subject plus have been plus V1 plus ing plus object. Will she have been studying in the school for 10 years by 2022? So this indicates the interrogative sense. The keywords are for, since, by the time and by. So now let us see the visuals to understand this tense in a better manner. So by 2022, he will have been studying in the school for 10 years. So 2022, the future time. So by 2022, he will have been studying in the school for 10 years. So it indicates a long duration of time that will be going on in the future. Thank you all. I hope you will have understood the tenses in a better manner with the help of these visuals. Have a great day ahead.